Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці, українки.
I wish you health, fellow Ukrainians. Today, Defense Minister Umerov delivered an important report. The first American-made Abrams tanks are already in Ukraine. We are preparing them to reinforce our actions against the occupiers, and it will be a significant reinforcement. We are also working to get all the other weapons capabilities we need. This includes F-16s. We are preparing pilots and infrastructure. This also includes long-range weapons. We are doing our utmost to enable Ukraine to do more to liberate its territory. The same goes for air defense. To cover the entire territory of our country, we need more systems than we currently have. The best thing for us is to be able to produce air defense and other advanced weapons. This is the only way to guarantee Ukraine's security. And we will build all the necessary production facilities step by step. And by the way, we see a very clear interest in the world in working with us to build a new defense force not only for Ukraine but also for our partners, for our world as a whole. A rules-based world that will not tolerate the aggression and terror that Russia is trying to make the norm. Today, Minister for Strategic Industries Commission reported on the preparation of the first Defense Industries Forum. There are already more than 160 companies that will participate. 26 countries, different parts of the world, America, Asia, Europe, Australia, manufacturers of full-range weapons. We will bend every effort to unite the world to create a new and powerful arsenal for Ukraine and all defenders of international law. Today I also held meetings on the results of my visit to the United States and Canada, as well as meetings with the leaders of partner countries on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. All the agreements we have reached, all the prospects for Ukraine, everything must be implemented as soon as possible. For each of the areas we are appointing a specific official who will be responsible for the implementation of the agreements. Defense, political cooperation, strengthening and purging of institutions, energy sector, recovery. I would like to pay special attention to Pani Pritska, the newly appointed US Special Representative for Ukraine's recovery. This is a very important appointment. It is a clear symbol of America's confidence in Ukraine's future. I had a meeting with Mrs. Pritska in New York, and she was also in Washington for expanded talks with President Biden. The atmosphere is productive, and it is important for us to ensure that the special representative can start working with Ukraine and in Ukraine as soon as possible. I also held a meeting with government officials and the office on our grain exports. We coordinated further steps and noted the results achieved. First, the European Commission endorsed the roadmap for mutual monitoring of grain exports. This is completely rational. Second, we are gradually removing emotions from this topic on most issues. Work with our neighbors can and should become fully constructive, and Ukraine is doing everything for this. Third, I am grateful to those of our partners who have prevented violations of EU trade rules and the association agreement. We expect the same constructive cooperation as with Bulgaria and Romania from other neighboring countries. The European Union is a space for mutual understanding and cooperation. This is how it should be. And one more thing. I would like to thank all our Air Force servicemen, all our anti-aircraft gunners and servicemen of mobile fire groups who repel Russian missile and drone attacks every day and night. During just one attack against Ukraine last night, the enemy used 33 strike weapons, Shaheds and missiles. Most of them were launched against Odessa and the region. Most of them were shot down. Unfortunately, not all of them. Unfortunately, there were hits, but 30 targets out of 33 were neutralized. It is important to bear in mind that each neutralized target means saved lives, and we will retaliate against Russia for every strike against our cities and villages, against every Ukrainian community, for Odessa, for Bereslav and Kherson, for Donetsk, Kharkiv and Sumy regions, for all our regions. I thank everyone who rescues people after the occupiers' attacks. I thank everyone in the world who helps us defend Ukraine. Glory to our warriors. Glory to all who work for the sake of the state. Glory to Ukraine.